Welcome everybody. Today I wanted to install VirtualBox on Windows 10. The reason why I haven't gotten it out sooner, this tutorial, well, it's because I was just waiting for Windows to be eligible for Windows 10 upgrade. Well, I mean, I was eligible, but sometimes when you request an upgrade, they just put you on a waiting list and then you gotta wait for a while until this is done. Anyway, it is a bit of a drag to wait, but what can you really do about it? I am on this computer. This is my friend's computer, so I will be able to actually show you how to install VirtualBox in Windows 10. And the first thing that you need to do is go to www.virtualbox.org. And well, actually, here, let's go about it this way. Let's just open up our browser, whichever one you want, type into your search engine, whichever one you're using, VirtualBox, press enter, and go ahead and open this first link that pops from the top. Go ahead and take a look at this huge red warning. It says, please be aware that Windows 10 is not yet officially supported. There are known problems with VirtualBox 5.02 on Windows 10 hosts and with Windows 10 guests. Some of the problems are fixed in the most recent builds, which can be found here. So let's go there. And there you go, we have the 5.0x revision. We're going to go ahead and take this first one, download the first one, but just so you know, this is Windows 10 and it's practically brand new, and when I have updated this machine with Windows 10, I do believe that I have effectively broken 30% of third-party applications on this system. In fact, I've broken 30% of pretty much sum total of this system by just upgrading to Windows 10. So that has been a painful experience trying to get everything to work, but eventually I did. One of the biggest problems for me was that the VLC didn't function properly with Windows 10, so I couldn't actually record my desktop the way I wanted to, so I had to find an alternative desktop recording software on this particular machine, which is annoying to a very large extent. Anyway, do not expect things to work smoothly between VirtualBox and Windows 10. As I said, they've stated on their website, this will eventually work really smoothly in about a couple of months probably. If you want, you can also take we can use VMware Player or some equal alternatives if you want. The choices are really up to you, but this is for all the people who wish to install VirtualBox on Windows 10. I noticed that you had problems, so I promised to give you a video to help you out along the way. So first off, you can go ahead and click on this Windows in order to save the file. I've already done that, so I'm not going to go through the download process twice. No big deal. It should be somewhere here. Show all downloads. And there we go. So I have downloaded it here, the VirtualBox exe file. I'm just going to go ahead and start it. Okay. Come on. There we go. So it says, welcome to Oracle VM VirtualBox 5.03 Setup Wizard. Next. Next. Nothing that you need to do here. Register file, create shortcut, okay. Next, proceed with installation now. Yes. Install. Okay, just provide the necessary permissions. It shouldn't take too long. It usually doesn't. Okay, so what would you like to install device software? Yes, actually install it. So you can, I do believe that this is for passing the USBs, which is always a good thing to have. It's something for VirtualBox. I know that in Windows you can do these things like in one go, but in Linux you gotta do it from 3 goes. Basically, the extension pack, the additions pack, and the VirtualBox itself. Start Oracle VirtualBox. After installation, click on Finish. No big deal. So Anytime, my good man. And there we go. So it is indeed installed. I have actually deleted the old version and installed the new version, but I still have my virtual machines that have remained here. I have not deleted them. So I can go ahead and click on new, and I don't know, I can type in CentOS, and down below you have 32-bit versions, and for the time being I would honestly advise you to just go with these 32-bit versions. There are things which you can do and play around in Windows 10 to actually fix it, to get the 64-bit versions to run, and to get the options for 64-bit versions. But in Windows 7 and 8 and before that, it's fine. You can just go into BIOS and conduct fix there. But for the time being, for Windows 10, I would just advise you to stick with these, as they will work. They should work. So here I can just select that and click on next, and I don't really care. I'm not going to install this machine. I'll just say create, and next, and next, and create. And now I would like to just add an installation CD. So just to show you that it does work. Well, actually here I can issue the Kali Linux, which was a 32-bit one. Okay. Even though I've named it CentOS and I have selected the wrong distribution, it should work. If it doesn't, we can actually switch it. But there you go. The installation actually I can install with no problems. There's the live. Just select I can just select the install option, and there you go. It's gonna go through it. The installation is gonna start, and it's gonna work out just fine without any problems. I know that I've named it CentOS, but I was just too lazy to go and look for the CentOS image on the disk. It doesn't really matter. This is not about installing a VM. This was about installing VirtualBox within a Windows 10 environment. That is all that I really wanted to show you. For all those who had problems, I wanted to actually do it myself. As you can see, I didn't really encounter any problems, but there was a bit of a limitation with the 32-bit things. As I said, there are workarounds out there, but for the time being, really just stick with the 32-bit. It's not like you will miss out on anything, quite literally. And as I've said, just wait a while until all things are sorted with VirtualBox and Windows 10, or you can use some other programs such as VMware and so on that might work better with Windows 10. I'm not saying that they will, but they might, so feel free to give it a shot with anything else you might desire. Anyway, I hope that this was helpful, and I would like to bid you all farewell. Well, actually, before I do, since this is most likely going to be on YouTube, just keep in mind that you cannot ask me any questions here, and this is purely for troubleshooting for a couple of people who have failed to do it. And there is a link for Udemy down below. If you want, just go ahead and click on it and pose any questions you want there. I will not be monitoring the discussion section here on YouTube, nor shall I answer to any questions on YouTube. And you can pose me any questions you want on Udemy, and you can rest assured I will answer them. Anyway, now I bid you all farewell.